What if the Bermuda Triangle wasn't just a myth after all? Deep beneath its waves, explorers have stumbled upon something that challenges everything we thought we knew about the ocean. Strange movements, eerie sounds, and a creature unlike anything ever recorded have left scientists stunned. Here are 20 terrifying new discoveries from the Bermuda Triangle and the deep sea. Number 20. The underwater graveyard of shark teeth. The underwater graveyard of shark teeth is considered a very exciting site for research as it opens a window into the past ancient marine ecosystems surrounding the Indian Ocean. At nearly 5,400 meters under the ocean surface, the graveyard contains thousands of shark teeth, among which are fossilized remains of ancient species like the gigantic Megalodon. For an entire month, researchers went out to the sea with surveys designed to illustrate biodiversity across the marine environment. Then came upon the treasure after returning from what would initially sound like a very disappointing haul. On measurement, the specimen was found to have over 750 teeth, many fossilized and blackened by manganese nodules after centuries it had spent on the ocean floor, says one member of the team. However, despite the eons of existence, the teeth stood in excellent conditions, the enamel intact and more intact details about their ancient origins. The findings from the site indicate that such a cemetery was part of an ancient reef that was probably swarming with a lively community of sharks. Due to the nature of their biology, sharks continuously shed teeth their entire lifetime, and it is easy to build up over time what can then be referred to as a fossil record of the activity beneath the surface of the oceans. With modern species of great whites, the same underscore present in this underwater graveyard highlights the continuity of shark presence in these waters. This underwater graveyard, however, has a much more important business than that of contributing to understanding the evolution of sharks. It also emphasizes the largely unknown continuing discoveries that lay hidden waiting under the deep sea. Number 19. The long-lost sea creature. Alanautilus scrobiculatus, the long-lost sea creature in short, reappeared after such a long absence, which intrigued marine biologists. The mollusk has a brilliant golden shell covered with thick, slimy hair. It has been found again along a coastline away from Papua New Guinea after 31 years. Further, it is different from the nautilus in that its entire body is kept in a unique slimy coating that prevents it from being easily grasped by predators. In its warmer, predator-heavy waters, this feature could have functioned as a defense mechanism for the creature. First documented in the 1700s based on the shell, the living tissue of this species was discovered and studied only in 1984, which added some intrigue to the not-so-regular species. This species is found in shallow areas near rocky outcrops. However, it does not belong to the nautilus family and primarily resides in deeper waters. Its reduced ability to swim has likely led the animal to remain in warmer, predator-filled waters, where it lives more sedentary. The rediscovery of Alanautilus scrobiculatus is indeed an opportunity for researching trends on evolution with respect to how well this animal does against such difficult conditions. That glimpse into its world reminds us of all the potential wealth of biodiversity, still contained within oceans, many of which remain unexplored and endowed with interesting life forms. Number 18. Discoveries from the deep sea. Discoveries from the deep sea continue to amaze scientists, showing glimpses of the hidden biodiversity of Earth's oceans. A recent journey along the mid-Atlantic ridge brought to light an astounding number of previously unknown marine life. Among them was a new species of crustacean, a polka-dotted glass squid, and voracious viperfish that wield needle-like teeth. Using remotely operated vehicles with advanced cameras, researchers explored the deep for diverse habitats such as sponge and coral-covered rocky cliffs, hills of sediments crawling with starfish, sea cucumbers, and burrowing worms. The research enhances our understanding of the intricate ecosystems thriving in this unexplored part of the planet. Furthermore, the scientists presented fish, crabs, squids, and shrimp seen feeding above the magnificent bottom, creating an impressive image of the marine food web, which is not completely represented in the seabed. These discoveries demonstrate the vast biodiversity that is present in the deep sea and the exercise of colonizing them. The acquired data would further enhance understanding in oceanic ecosystems, while signifying the significance of their protection from deep seafloor mining and climate change threats. Each expedition brings some new wonders that make sure they remind us of the many more secrets hidden under such unexplored oceans. Number 17. The mysterious demon shark. The enigmatic demon shark is an exciting species from deep waters newly recognized as part of the Aposturus genus. This species has quite a ghostly aspect and very cryptic behavior, denoting its nickname. With its pale white eyes and particularly serrated egg cases, it has been known as demon shark. For a long time kept at a museum, these egg cases were recently discovered to have a very important role in recognizing new species. Unlike the generality of sharks, the demon shark is oviparous, an infrequent trait in deepest sea species. It lays eggs in hollows at the depths of the ocean, thus guarding them from predators in its tough environment. Number 16. the mysterious goosefish. This is the mysterious goosefish, the sea devil, or more popularly, the monkfish. A fascinating video recently taken from the Galapagos Islands shows this unique dweller of the deep ocean floors. This fish is characterized, among other things, by its large head, bulbous eyes, and articulated fins that resemble feet. To walk along the ocean floor, this unusual fish uses its unique appendages to walk. The goosefish can be found thriving at a depth of up to 900 meters, making its slow crawl across rocky seabeds, where it hunts prey to save energy. Their alien-like appearance and mimicry of walking make them one of the most interesting species in the deep sea. If anything, the goosefish is indeed very fascinating because of the way it hunts. A specialized lure on its head, it can tempt unsuspecting prey close enough to be set up for a fight, and that goes fast as a flash attack, swallowing victims almost in size equivalent to itself. This shark's diet includes fish, crustaceans, and seabirds, which, for unknown reasons, often come very close to the surface. This recent footage of the goosefish indeed offers an obscure yet real-life behavior that can be observed from its natural environment, as would remind one about the marvelous adaptations which the deep-sea creatures deploy for survival in the relatively harshest areas of this planet. Research continues on this enigmatic goosefish species, uncovering more clues and information, and revealing more wonders of the ocean, from what is known to the unknown treasures. Now it's time for today's topic. In February 2025, world-renowned marine biologist Ocean Ramsey was conducting a routine dive off the coast of Oahu, Hawaii, when she came face-to-face with something that defied logic. Emerging from the deep blue was an enormous shark, estimated to be over 55 feet long, its body covered in strange scars and thick, armor-like skin. Unlike any great white she had ever studied, this creature's proportions were distorted, its eyes unusually dark, and its movements oddly deliberate, almost intelligent. Ramsey described the encounter as calm but deeply unsettling, noting that it moved as if aware of her presence, circling her before vanishing into the depths. Experts who reviewed her footage called it biologically inconsistent, suggesting possible mutation due to deep-sea radiation or unknown genetic factors. What do you think? Could this be the first documented case of a mutated ocean predator, or something far older surviving where no one dares to explore? Number 15. The prehistoric frilled shark. Gorgon, the so-called living fossil, gives a glimpse into the ancient past of our oceans in a way that few other species can. This snake-like shark was recently captured off the coast of Portugal. It has not changed much from its ancestors over the last 80 million years. A long body, frilled gills, and 300 three-pronged teeth, arranged in 25 rows, characterize the frilled shark. These features are particularly adapted to grasp slippery prey such as squid, fish, and other sharks. It has specialized teeth and is described as living in the top of the food chain, thus projecting its evolutionary success in the deep sea. Frilled sharks have depth ranges of 20 to 1,500 meters, making them very rare sightings and very important for researchers. The mode of reproduction of the shark is also bizarre. A gestation period from 1 to 2 years makes the frilled shark the record holder among vertebrates. The pups are born alive and grow up to 60 centimeters long, fully ready to survive in the extreme conditions of the deep sea. There are several advantages to studying the frilled shark for scientists. It provides insight into how marine species adapted to the changing environment in the ocean's ecosystems over time. Its existence now serves as a reminder of the ancient life forms that still thrive in the depths of seas. Number 14. The versatile cookie-cutter shark. Perhaps its most well-known feeding strategy for which it received its name is that cookie-cutter shark is a small, huge-bottom predator. The razor-pointed teeth bite small pieces of flesh shaped like a cookie from the greater body, including whales and great white sharks. Though small in size, the cookie-cutter shark eats prey 10 times larger than herself, exemplifying the bite power and adaptive competencies of that tiny predator. Humans have rare encounters with these strange little fish, which makes them even more interesting and frightening. As if such activities were not enough, recent research shows that these sharks are also involved in feeding on smaller organisms, so would be versatile feeders in the ocean ecosystem. Cookie-cutter sharks live in deep ocean waters, primarily depending on bioluminescence for their survival. Their bodies have glowing patches that attract prey, while the dark underside camouflages the shark's silhouette in the poorly lit depths. This quality allows the species to survive in a variety of habitats, from the bottom of the food chain to top predators. Cookie-cutter sharks also play a very important role in oceanic ecosystems because they maintain the balance in marine food webs. Such behavior, together with their peculiar physiology, makes these sharks fascinating subjects for further scientific research, true illuminators of the hidden complexities of the deep sea. Number 13. The elusive basking shark. Look at basking sharks. They are among the largest fish on Earth and can reach a length of almost 40 feet. Usually, This animal has that mysterious aspect established by the limited view of researchers on their rare sightings and acts as clandestine activities. These gentle giants swim with mouths gaping, filtering the plankton from the water around. Though large, basking sharks are friendly and docile with humans. Hundreds of basking sharks are recorded in the eastern Pacific. Basking shark sightings dropped drastically in the late 20th century. Today, much is unknown about the present numbers and distribution findings regarding basking sharks, researchers say. To that end, satellite tracking research has been used by researchers to study the elusive. Most recently, NOAA Fisheries tagged a basking shark along the San Diego coastline, the third such tagging even across the Pacific. This is important for researchers to be able to gather crucial information regarding migration routes, breeding grounds, and life histories for conservation for this species. Habitat destruction, climate change, and bycatch threats are the conditions basking sharks are subjected to, being known important in understanding and studying their lives. Number 12. The amazing walking shark. The amazing walking shark, or epaulet shark, really works outside the ordinary bound. The small tan-and-black speckled creature encountered along the coast of Papua New Guinea can walk over land. Using its pectoral and pelvic fins, the shark moves across unexposed tidal flats and between tide pools, mimicking the gait of sea lions. It can enter one of its predator-unreachable areas for food seeking and gives a unique evolutionary advantage to the walking shark among others. The most part of its feeding time is spent along shallow coral reefs, preying on crabs and other invertebrates. Interestingly, it can even stay for about 1 hour on land. These sharks are able to resist low-oxygen environments. Most probably this characteristic was gained by these sharks in 9 million years, which represents a high speed of evolution among sharks. However, it's also related to highland habitats when the tidal condition changes. Walking sharks indicate a possible adaptability of the species to new ecological settings. Walking sharks introduce the curious marvels of diversity in the oceans, the marvelous adaptability of marine life evolving new survival mechanisms. Such discoveries invite further research on these sharks to understand the genetic and behavioral mechanisms for land transport, and help in revealing the evolutionary journey of sharks and their adaptability to challenges posed by the environment. Number 11. The ocean's matriarch. Meet Nukumi, the great white shark matriarch, embodying endurance, strength, and wonder in the deep sea. At 5 meters long and weighing 1,500 to 1,600 kilograms, she's around 50 years old. Studying Nukumi offers a rare chance to explore the life history of older great white sharks. During her tagging expedition, scientists took blood samples to compare her chemistry with younger sharks and used ultrasound to assess her reproductive health. As a grandmother of the ocean, Nukumi plays a vital role in marine biodiversity, highlighting the importance of preserving shark habitats to ensure the health of the oceans. Number 10. The urgent issue of shark finning. Shark finning is indeed an urgent issue that addresses a global challenge of threatening shark population and a marine ecosystem. Fins are cut from the shark, and the body is thrown back into the ocean. According to estimates, this annual practice has claimed approximately 100 million sharks due to their highest demand in shark fin soup and traditional medicine applications. This has caused severe depletion in their population, as a result of which many species have gone or are on the verge of extinction. The disappearance of these predators will lead to a major disruption in the marine ecosystem, as sharks play very significant roles by feeding on prey populations and managing the health and well-being of coral reefs and seagrass beds. One response to this alarming trend in decline is conservation initiatives like the Global Finprint Project. This ambitious program uses underwater cameras at more than 400 reef sites throughout the world to survey them for shark populations and highlight areas that would most benefit from interventions. It aims to fill some critical knowledge gaps regarding behavior, habitat, and threats of sharks by targeting information-poor regions like the Indo-Pacific and tropical Western Atlantic. All data collected will help further strategies to protect these vital predators and reach sustainability levels in marine ecosystems. So it is because shark finning is not just to save a species, but to save the balance and complexities of life from our oceans for future generations. Number 9. The mysterious viper dogfish. The mysterious viper dogfish, those fabled fish, are rare specimens in this fearsome genre of deep-sea predators. These fish are completely black-skinned, have needle teeth, glassy eyes, and a belly that glows in a honeycomb pattern, which adds to their fabulous yet strange appearance. Recently, scientists were taken aback by reports of the 5 specimens of this elusive species discovered during a standard fish survey for Taiwan. One of its remarkable features, though, is its extendable jaws, which can, in a flash, catch prey with impressive speed, rendering it as one of the deadliest predators of the deep. The viper dogfish is rarely seen. Data deficient is how it's classified, since hardly anything is known about its behavior and ecology. It may possibly be found in the lightless undersides of the oceans, utilizing its bioluminescent features to attract prey or avoid predators. The rarity of that shark has excited curious researchers who are interested in its role in the ecosystem, while this finding of that mysterious species sends the message that we still have much to discover about the deep ocean and its many creatures hidden there. The ocean hides creatures that defy time and imagination. What lies deeper will leave you in awe. Number 8. The ancient megamouth shark. The Amphistygius, which is popularly known as megamouth shark, is an amazing fossil from the prehistoric ages of oceans. This shark is said to swim about 23 million years ago and has attracted the research of scientists for many decades. Its fossilized teeth were first described by samples found in coastlines of California and Oregon during the 1960s. These teeth lay unacknowledged in museum collections until researchers identified its belonging to a new species Megachasma. It had a huge mouth just like the ancient megamouth shark and is assumed to have gorged on plankton or small fishes while it moved across tropical waters deep down. This find educates us on the evolution and diversity of ancient sharks and helps us understand the ecological niches they once occupied. Unlike modern sharks, which chase prey with speed and accuracy, the megamouth shark used its size and filter feeding to capture microscopic prey in a thrumming ocean. Finding such megamouth or megamouth-like species adds to our knowledge of early oceans and shows how much remains unknown under the surface. Each new finding brings us closer to an understanding of life in the ancient oceans. Number 7. The rare two-headed shark. Incredible as it may sound, the two-headed shark is quite rare, and it becomes an unsettling sight when you look at the unique features of marine life and the genetic anomalies it harbors. Found off the Florida Keys, this peculiar bull shark fetus has two fully formed heads, a human mutation defined as axial bifurcation. According to the observations, this mutation occurs when an embryo starts the process that makes a twin, but it doesn't do so till completion with only one organism having two heads. Interestingly, like some other deformities seen in various species, such as dogs, cats, and humans, this is the first recorded two-headed bull shark. Although intriguing, researchers have noted that such anomalies usually hinder survival in the wild, as the creature would face challenges with movement and hunting. The odds of survival look bleak. Nevertheless, the two-headed shark provides insight into developmental biology and how environmental conditions contribute to growth abnormalities like these. Some scientific observations suggest that causes include pollution, habitat destruction, and stressors in other areas of the marine environment, which exacerbate these cases. That is what the researchers are going for by studying these rare cases, understanding genetic development, how environmental conditions change those genes, and how that can be applied to marine species. Very interestingly, this particular finding also reiterates that marine habitats must be preserved, as every rare event will contribute more towards understanding life under it. From rare anomalies to extraordinary adaptations, the ocean's secrets only get more fascinating as we dive deeper. You won't believe what's coming next. Number 6. The fascinating Greenland shark. The Greenland shark lives longer than any other vertebrate, for more than 500 years, which makes it the 5th longest living vertebrate. These giant, slow-moving creatures may reach lengths of 7.3 meters, and inhabit the darkest and coldest depths of the Arctic and North Atlantic Oceans. They belong to the sleeper shark family that preys on live fish and seals, but derives a major portion of its diet from scavenging on whales and polar bears. It enjoys a very slow metabolism that makes its slow growth at less than 1 centimeter per year, placing it amongst the longest living invertebrates. Perhaps these qualities explain why the Greenland shark is capable of existing under very harsh environmental conditions on this Earth. Most of them would be nearly blind because of the extraordinarily large number of parasitic copepods that fasten to their eyes. Despite this, they hunt with the aid of well-developed other senses. Scientists think that such a lifespan as well as unusual biology holds much of the key in understanding the aging and longevity processes in general. If one regards Greenland sharks as top-order predators in their ecosystems, then they make ecological pacesetters and provide a window to ancient life around the deep ocean. Number 5. The remarkable shovel-headed shark. Sphernotiburo is the name given to the tiniest dissected hammerhead species in the family of hammerhead. Its actual size is 3 to 4 feet long, and unlike the rest of the hammerheads, it will thrive in shallow waters, usually in the tropics. This therefore makes bonnethead a very capable active predator, feeding much on small fish, crustaceans, and squid. Besides that, it is well known to digest seagrass, thus becoming the only omnivorous shark in existence now. Bonnetheads are animals that can exceed 22 years in captivity. This is a great deal as far as they'll ever live 22 or maybe not, as they're much better off in a stable habitat. These smaller, less ferocious cousins of the giant relatives provide fascinating insight into shark behavior, diet, and ocean roles. They help understand marine ecosystems better. Number 4. The rare pocket shark. This unique pocket shark is among the rarest marine creatures, and it is everything that can be termed mysterious and interesting within the deep-sea ecosystem. The first pocket shark was discovered in the southeastern Pacific Ocean in 1979, but it has only been seen and documented in 2 other instances. The other specimen was captured in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010, and was identified as a new species named the American pocket shark in 2015. This shark is only 14 centimeters long and got its name not because of its size but because of the unique pocket-like glands found near its pectoral fins. These openings are hypothesized to secrete luminescent fluids that would help in attracting prey in the gloom of the ocean depth. The pocket shark is not large, yet one of the most adaptively designed deep-sea dweller species. His broad blunt head and big snout resemble a tiny sperm whale, while light-generating organs photophores coat it completely so it can make the best of things under a very dimly lit serving habitat. One more endangered species underlines how little we indeed know about life in the deep sea. Countless other organisms unknown to us probably thrive in some other unknown corners of the deep ocean. With the hope to learn more about deep-sea evolution, individual behavior, and survival strategies, Pocket Shark took the first strides towards a future investigation of the untouched oceanic mysteries. Number 3. The fascinating lantern shark. The lantern shark is a remarkable deep-sea species with adaptations for bioluminescent and dim light living. After almost 2 decades of research, scientists report finding a new species off the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. This little creature is only 30 centimeters long, making it among the tiniest of its family. Lantern sharks have photophores, special light-producing organs that line their bodies, making them glow. This feature helps them hide in the light above and disorients a predator. Moreover, it has allowed these small sharks to stay alive in the dark world. Lantern sharks possess distinct and unusual adaptations such as an overlong snout and severe teeth which help them capture prey in the scarce food deep sea. It mostly lies below 300 meters where there is almost no light. Although they are small, they are predatory and important in the marine food web, preying on small fishes and invertebrates. Their finding is a strong example of the measure of the living organism diversity of the deep ocean and the need to understand this hidden ecosystem. Number 2. The scarred great white shark. Even the top predators of the ocean face many challenges and dangers, which is seen in the scarred great white shark. Circa a week ago in False Bay, South Africa, a 3.5-meter-long shark was found with deep scars and teeth marks across its body. All evidence of deep scars and teeth marks pointed towards a violent encounter with 2 infamous killer whales known as Port and Starboard, who have a reputation in that part of the world for feeding on great white sharks. These 2 killer whales are believed to go for the liver of the great white shark, a very rich organ, by hunting and attacking the liver with some great precision and force. This great white is probably one of the very rare cases where a shark escaped from a first attack by orcas as a hunter. Number 1. The fascinating green bomber worm. The green bomber worm is an extraordinary sea creature with a remarkable defense mechanism that has attracted the attention of marine biologists. Recently discovered, the segmented worm has used bioluminescence as a survival tool. The worm releases glowing, balloon-like structures often called green bombs when threatened and uses them to distract potential predators. The luminous structures, believed to be modified parts of the gill, do not glow until they are expelled, allowing the worm to escape danger in the light show. It lives at depths of up to 1.9 miles below the ocean surface and uses comb-like bristles along its body for movement. The bright, ice-cold deep waters are thus easily traveled through. It harnesses the light in one of the most hostile environments in terms of light. This is a worm whose discovery highlights the mystery of yet another depth of the ocean, as well as the unique survival strategies of its residents. These glowing bombs are not just a defensive tool, but a peek into the multifaceted ways organisms have evolved to cope with the harsh conditions of the abyss. From these worms, researchers have also learned more about bioluminescence, one of the common phenomena in many deep-sea organisms. The green bomber worm is a marvel of nature, providing views into an underwater world that remains largely unexplored and filled with astonishing life forms. Thanks for diving into the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle with us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an adventure. And hey, your next fascinating journey is just a click away. Check out the video on your screen now for more incredible discoveries. See you in next video.